Welcome to IPL 5. This is Gwin here with Quantic Gaming, and I have Complexity's Trimaster with me for a little interview here. Trimaster, I've asked you for an interview at like 2 different events, and you've always turned me down.
Well, I mean, it's not your fault. It's kind of hard to interview people after they lost.
It's true. It's true.
And you usually catch me right when I lose.
How does that happen? Is that like bad timing on my part?
Yeah, it's just one of those things. You like see me leaving the venue,
yeah,
and I'm all
like,
sad
hey,
and dejected,
Trimaster.
and you come up all happy, ready to interview people. I'm just like, not feeling it today, bro.
It's true. I understand. Let's talk a little bit about this event. We're at IPL 5. We're in Vegas, which is awesome, right?
Mm-hmm.
Heard you were doing a little bit of gambling.
After I lost, I
Yeah.
had a lot of free time, so
you played some blackjack.
actually all night last night. Coach Troy from the MVP team asked me to teach him how to gamble.
Nice.
And he was apparently really lucky. So we just kept playing.
All right, well, there you go. So we're in Vegas, which is awesome. The player list for this event was kind of ridiculous.
A little.
It felt like every foreigner was basically playing a Kodos level player round 1. Did you feel that was accurate?
I mean, I said it before, but this IPL was pretty much just like a 3-day GSL. Like every other round had a Korean of GSL caliber in it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And pretty much by the round of I believe over half the bracket was actually Korean.
More than half.
Yeah, it was like 40 out of the 72 players, I think, or something like that.
Yeah. It was very, very stacked.
And they were all high caliber players.
Yeah.
Like they've all got to where they were because of
So that's really, really tough field. So unfortunately, you're eliminated.
Mm-hmm.
It happens. There's only one winner in a tournament out of 72 people. 71 people lose.
Yep.
So, but let's talk a little bit about sort of training coming into this event, because I know there's been some holidays and maybe training's taking a little bit of a break because of that. You're still at the house?
Yeah, I'm still at the house. Mm-hmm. For me, I didn't really take a break just because my family lives in Houston.
Okay.
So
it's really close then.
Yeah, I just did the hour drive, spent Thanksgiving dinner, drove back the next day.
Did you have turkey coma for the next day? Did you come back and you're like, I can't play, I'm turning to Delizard? No?
Not quite.
No, not quite.
I didn't eat that much turkey.
Oh.
But I did stuff my fill.
Yeah.
Or had my fill.
Good to do.
Yeah.
At least once a year, right?
Yeah. Have turkey once a year, so have to indulge yourself a little, I guess.
You do. It's true. So in the house, you guys have been in there for a while.
I think almost 6 months now.
Yeah. Talk to me a little bit about, 6 months living with these guys, you've got to have some funny stories.
Well, off the top of my head, I do remember Halloween.
Okay.
I thought it was pretty funny. We had just come back from grocery
shopping. Someone dressed
shopping.
up as like Zerg or a queen or something?
No.
No?
I don't think most of the guys even know what day of the month it is, unless we have a tournament or something.
Right. Okay.
It kind of just mashes together when you're playing StarCraft all the time.
Understood, yeah.
But
you're like, oh, that was the day I 11 raxed all day.
Yeah, something like that. But I just remember trick-or-treaters. The neighborhood we're in is kind of like an older neighborhood, so you don't expect as many kids.
Oh, okay. Sure.
It's just mostly older people. And then, we did the whole thing, leave the porch light off so no one comes knocking. We still get one group of trick-or-treaters. We had no candy, but good thing Ghost User was there. He offered the kids the half of his pizza.
Oh.
And the kids were excited.
They got pizza instead of candy?
Yeah.
And they
It was pretty funny. It was something I didn't expect.
He was like, oh, I guess we don't have candy?
He's like, hey, we don't have any candy, but would you like half the rest of my pizza? And these kids, they weren't really kids. They were 15, teenagers.
Preteen teenager.
Yeah, and then they're like, yeah. And they were excited about it. So
that's hilarious.
All's well that ends well.
That's true. Did you guys, you didn't do anything else? You didn't switch races or,
I mean,
for Halloween?
No. I mean, we off race in the house sometimes, but we didn't do anything special for the day.
What's your best off race?
Mine, Zerg.
Yeah, Zerg.
But I don't think it's very hard. Because I usually play Zerg and Protoss anyways when I play team games.
Okay.
It's just a nice change of pace.
Yeah,
and I do actually enjoy playing all 3 races.
Good to hear.
Yeah.
But Terran's still the main?
For now.
Is that going to, you say for now, is that going to change?
Maybe. I don't know. I was looking at Heart of the Swarm, and Zerg is a lot of fun. I mean, I do enjoy playing Terran, but I feel like it's not actually changing.
Why is Zerg fun versus Terran being fun?
Because if anything goes bad, I can always go Infestor Broodlord. No, I just like playing Zerg. I just like playing because Zerg has the potential to be like really macro oriented, and then at the same time you can always pin your opponent. I mean, it's kind of the same thing you do with Terran. Is like you're always dropping them, you're always like applying pressure, keeping them from moving out, so you're ready for that big attack. It's kind of similar to some Zerg styles, which I find enjoyable.
Like are you talking like a mutalist heavy link counterattack style?
Yeah, exactly. Just like mutiling bling, just always poking them in one spot, and then when they're out of position, just hit them.
Right. Okay. Very cool.
Yeah.
So might we see Trimaster have a pink tag on Team Wikipedia in Heart of the Swarm?
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
I mean, I still haven't decided. I still play as Terran because Terran's still fun, and Heart of the Swarm is still a little ways away. So a lot can change.
Yeah, a ton could change.
Maybe I don't know. They'll buff Terran or something, and
maybe
they'll
put the
Terran.
Warhound back in.
Yeah. I don't know. Then I'd probably switch because it's a little too easy then. I can just 1A Warhounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Against most compositions.
Everything except Zerg, probably. Yeah. And even against Zerg, I could just stutter step early game.
Yeah, early game. The Warhound Marine pushes were pretty scary.
Pretty funny.
Yeah, pretty hilarious. It's true. Yeah, they were. I lost. All right. So with all that out of the way, who do you think is going to win IPL 5?
That's a tough choice. I would say Life would be the one, but I know Life just got knocked out by Snoot.
Yep.
But, I mean, well, first off, I'll say it's probably going to be a Zerg. But I know there's a lot of Zergs left in the tournament, too. Yeah. I would either say Leenock or Life. But, I mean, it's so hard because a lot of players here apparently have really good ZVZ. So
yeah, and that's the thing. It's been like, well, this player's got exceptional ZVZ, but so does this other guy that he's playing against.
I mean, it's just so hard to call because, like, in the end, all these players can beat each other on any given day.
Yes.
So I'll just say a Zerg.
Okay, a Zerg's gonna win. And if you had to, and this is a much broader question, pick an MVP for the entire year of 2012 in StarCraft as we wrap up this tournament season, who would it be? I
think it would probably be MVP.
So MVP is the MVP?
Yeah. But, I mean, he is a really good player. Like, even when people feel like Terran's down, like, he's still winning. Like, I know he's won one GSL this year, got in the finals of a second one.
Yep.
He's won an IEM.
Yep.
I don't think he's done much besides that I can remember. But, I mean, also at the same time, he's been complaining about wrist injuries. He had to cancel IPL because of it.
Yeah, he had a terrible carpal tunnel.
Actually. Yeah. So
and a neck injury, which is causing numbness through his.
It's probably I think his wrist is related to his neck because Gonzi actually has the same thing.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
But considering the fact that he has that problem, he's done so well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I would probably pick MVP. Okay.
Are you stealing his builds?
No.
Why not?
Oh, I can't just copy his builds.
Are you stealing his builds and adding a Trimaster Flare?
No, I'm not good enough to do his builds. MVP does. Like, he always seems to pick, like, the right build for the right mat. And it's like, oh, he just went 2 Factory Blue Flame. I'm going to try that. And then, of course, I try it on once on ladder, and I get the Zerg who goes Mass Roaches, and I just die.
Yeah, and then you're like, screw this build.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Fair enough.
So I let MVP do MVP's thing, but it is fun to watch. Of course, Terran bias.
Yeah. But no, I mean, he's an amazing player to watch. You know, even if you like another race. You watch MVP play, and you're like, he's making tanks.
Yeah.
TVP, Tank Marine and TVP, and then he wins with it. You're just like, it's MVP.
It must be like how Zergs feel when they watch Life.
Right?
Yeah.
Or when they watch Leenock or DRG.
Well, with Life, I always feel like he's like Marine King in the sense that he does whatever he wants.
And then he just
wins.
makes it work?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. Fair enough. All right. And I thought you were going to pick someone other than MVP. For the MVP of this year.
Did you want me to pick someone from another race?
No.
Okay.
I thought you were going to pick the race of Zerg.
Yeah, Zerg's pretty good.
Yeah.
Except lately, Korean Protoss players have been doing pretty well. I guess the MVP of the year will be Century Immortal All-Ins.
Oh. Ooh, that's clever. I like it.
Yeah.
All right. The MVP title then from Trimaster goes to Century Immortal All-In versus Zerg.
Yeah, I don't know how to stop it when I play Zerg. That's the one thing that keeps
Neither
me
does
from
Scarlett.
switching.
Actually, I was talking with her about that.
I don't think she's the only one.
I don't think anyone does if it's executed well enough.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's pretty good. I think with that, though, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Are there any shout-outs you'd like to make?
Of course, I want to shout out to my team, Team Complexity, as well as our sponsors. We have QPad, Origin, PNY, Creative, Sound Blaster, and of course, Gamma Gamers for the house. Other than that, you guys can follow me on Twitter, Cole_Trimaster, or follow me on Twitch, Cole Trimaster. And yeah, that's about it.
All right. Thank you so much for the interview. This is Gwin with Quantic, signing out.